Life will judge you. Society will judge you. Those close to you are going to judge you. You say, man, people shouldn't be judging. Oh, no, they should be judging. It'd be a terrible, terrible world if there wasn't judgment in it. You don't get to live like a devil and go without judgment. You don't get to live like a jackass and then escape the judgment of others. Even if they never tell you anything verbally, you'll find it when they leave. You'll find it when they don't call you. You'll find out when they don't include you in things. So don't buy into this nonsense that people tout online all the time, that you should just feel good about yourself for no particular reason at all, that you're supposed to blow sunshine up your own ass. And that's what motivation is all about. That's what feeling good about yourself is all about. No, it isn't. Sometimes you have objective reason, valid reasons to not feel good about yourself. You shouldn't feel good about poor performance. Therefore, if you truly want to feel good about yourself, it's not about pleasing others. It's about pleasing yourself. And pleasing yourself needs to be based on a standard. And that standard can't be something you just make up. That standard has to be something objective. And I think we all know what those objective standards are. To how you treat other people, right? How you, your performance in work and life, feeling good about how you treat yourself physically, feeling good about living with purpose and meaning in life. There are objective standards for all of these things. And if you fall below them, then yeah, you're not going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel poor. You're not going to be all that enthusiastic about yourself and enthusiastic about life. But that doesn't mean you need to turn on yourself, judge yourself in the sense of condemnation, where you're saying, I'm no longer fit or able to be used for any good service. Because that's what condemnation means, right? When certain places, when buildings are no longer habitable, people can't live there anymore, or people can't work there anymore. Buildings get condemned. And if they get condemned, then those buildings get torn down because you can't use them for anything anymore. And so if you start condemning yourself, then what you're basically saying is that you're not usable. You can't be used in life. You can't be productive in life. And so you condemn yourself. You take yourself out of the fight. You take yourself out of the race. You take yourself out of the game. No, you need to be able to judge performance and then fix it without condemning yourself and saying you're not usable. There's just stuff we need to repair. If you're the building, we're not going to condemn you. We're just going to go in and touch some things up, right? We're going to tear out the sheetrock and put in some steel studs. We're going to, rewire the place. We're going to change out the plumbing. We're going to fix things because it's still usable. You're still usable. You still have a function and a purpose in life. Give yourself good reason to feel good about yourself, and be willing to feel bad about yourself for good reason. If it's poor performance, recognize it for what it is. Don't condemn yourself. Just say, okay, what am I missing? What do I need to change? What do I need to fix? And get right back to work. People do more damage to themselves by taking themselves out of the fight. They take themselves out of the process because they feel like that's what they deserve. They feel like, well, poor performance deserves punishment. And that's not the kind of judgment we're talking about. You need to be able to judge poor performance, but you just say, get right back in there and do it. Do it again, right? If your child was struggling with their performance and then they started, because they weren't doing well at it, they start to condemn themselves and say that they're terrible and they're awful and they don't deserve anything. You wouldn't let them say that about themselves, would you? Not as a parent. If you loved your kid, you'd be like, no, don't say all that about yourself. Just try a little harder. Let's change something. Let's adjust something. Well, tell yourself that. Tell yourself that. Man, you're not out of this. You got plenty more that you can give. You have plenty more in you, and you can change, and you can become everything that you have the possibility to become. It's in you. You have the wherewithal. There are principles to help you get there. You don't need to condemn yourself out of all of this, but give yourself good reason. Give yourself good reason for feeling good about yourself. But if it's poor performance, then you have a reason not to feel good about yourself. Can you dig it? Hope you can.